What do you do if your ears feel plugged? Great question. I'm going to share the answers in today's video. Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Emily. I created Definite Hearing as a way to support the deaf and hard of hearing. And guess what? I am hard of hearing myself. I wear hearing aids in both ears and my hearing loss is rated as moderate to severe. I am very passionate about making hearing aids a less taboo topic. A lot of people think it's like a signal of aging or getting old, but really, hearing aids improve relationship and life all across the board. I am such a big hearing aid advocate. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more great videos and I want you to know when they come out. I hope you stick around to the end of this video because if you do, I am going to share the story of my first recollection of using the Valsalva maneuver. What is that maneuver? Well, I'll tell you in this video. Here we go. So your ears are feeling plugged. Well, number one, I'll ask, if you're hard of hearing, did you get new ear molds? New ear molds are always an adjustment because of the way that they just feel new. They fit differently around your ear and the pressure between your eardrum on your ear mold side of your ear and your eustachian tube might be a little off. This is normal. You will get used to it. So I mentioned the eustachian tube and pressure changes. The number two reason that your ears might feel plugged is because there is a pressure imbalance between the air on one side of your eardrum and the air in the eustachian tube. So you have your eardrum is in your inner ear, probably like right here, and you have a eustachian tube that makes sure that the air is equal on each side of the eardrum. So you have your ear side and the eustachian tube. And it's important to make sure that the air is balanced. If not, something feels a little off and you feel that. You can feel it now. So to even this air, the great way to do this is to use the Valsalva maneuver. I mentioned this earlier. So what this is you plug your mouth and you plug your nose and you blow out. This will cause air to go up your eustachian tubes and out. It will feel like it goes out, but it hits your eardrum and it ensures that the pressure is balanced on either side of your eardrum. So I will demonstrate this. I'm going to plug my mouth. Did you see that? So I plugged my mouth, I plugged my nose, and I blew out. And I could feel my eardrums like popping out a little bit, and it evens the pressure. If the Valsalva maneuver doesn't work, the number three reason that you could be having pressure issues with your ears or your ears feeling plugged is earwax or cerumen. It is so tempting to take a Q-tip and stick it in your ear and wipe it around and everything, and honestly, it feels kind of good. That sounds weird, but keep the Q-tips out of your ears, especially if you do not wear ear molds. I just say in general, don't put Q-tips in your ears. But what this does when you put a Q-tip in is it acts like a plunger on a cannon. So you know when they would fire cannons, so they put the cannonball in and then they'd stuff the gunpowder down? So this little plunger in a cannon works like a Q-tip in your ear. If you stick the Q-tip in, you take all the cerumen, wipe it down the sides and against your eardrum. And that's just not good to have all that build up and that wax build up. If you would like to remove wax yourself, you can use wax softener or a water device to flush your ear. Now, I will say the best and safest way to get earwax or cerumen out of your ear is to visit a doctor. This could be an otolaryngologist, an ENT doctor, ear, nose, and throat, or an audiologist. They can look into your ear, assess it, and remove wax safely without puncturing or damaging your ear or eardrum. You know that phrase, YOLO, you only live once? Well, you only get 2 ears. So take care of them. And if you think that wax removal is something you need to do, if you have the opportunity, go to a doctor to have them take care of it. The next reason your ears might be feeling plugged is due to ear inflammation or a reaction. This is an issue and should definitely be diagnosed by a doctor. So if you've tried the Valsalva remover and you're sure it's not wax, make sure you get your ears checked to see if there's an ear infection or inflammation going on. Your doctor will recommend the best procedures to take care of that. The fifth reason that your ears could feel plugged is because that you are having hearing differences or imbalances. Now, any sudden loss of hearing needs to be addressed immediately. Just like any medical condition, the sooner an issue is diagnosed and addressed properly, the sooner it can be taken care of. This is critical because if you experience any sudden, either single-sided or double-sided deafness or decreases in hearing, this is really important because if you experience any sudden decreases in hearing, it could be an indicator of a really severe medical problem. For example, example, you could have a tumor in your inner ear or on your brain, and it needs to be assessed immediately. So it is important to differentiate between, do my ears feel plugged or am I having like hearing issues? Regardless, if you try the Valsalva remover and that doesn't work, and you go to get your ears checked and there's no wax or cerumen in the way, definitely talk to your doctor, talk to your audiologist so that you can be aware and proactive in taking care of your health. I hope that helped. I hope that this video has helped you understand why your ears may be plugged and how you can help. Don't forget the Valsalva maneuver. It is a great way to balance the pressure on both sides of your ears. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. I want to share the first time that I remember using the Valsalva maneuver. My family was on a plane. We were actually headed to Disneyland in California. I was like crying because the plane had just taken off and my head hurt and my ears hurt so bad. Well, my dad, he knew about the Valsalva maneuver and he said, Emily, just plug your mouth, plug your nose, and blow out. And I did. And all of a sudden, I just felt a million times better. My ears didn't hurt and ache because of the climbing altitude that the plane was reaching. So yes, that was my first recollection. We had so much fun in Disneyland. We totally enjoyed it, and I am grateful that the Valsalva maneuver quickly solved my earache problem. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more excellent content for you. I hope you have a great day. Bye.